Assalamualaikum dear students. Students, we have started with the particular reaction that we were looking forward for the Lucas reagent. What is Lucas reagent? ZnCl2 plus concentrated HCl, that is known as Lucas reagent, and we know that it is used for determining the alcohol, whether your alcohol is primary, secondary or tertiary. That's what we say. When it is tertiary, the reaction takes place so fast that instantly you will be getting the turbidity. For secondary, it will take a little bit time, and for primary, it will not show the turbidity easily. Now herein you are able to see the three different reactions are already given over here, wherein the first is tertiary, which is taking place very fast, and because of that you get the turbidity immediately. If you talk about the secondary, it will take little bit time, 2 to 3 minutes. And if you talk about the primary, dear student, it is not going to take up easily. It means that primary will be not suitably giving the reaction with the Lucas reagent. It will be taking a very long time. It does not take place at the room temperature. Yes, if you heat it, then you will be getting the turbidity. Reaction with HBr. As we all know that we are learning with the reaction of CO bond cleavage. Here you are able to see that OH, as it is negative, it will be going out with the H, which is positive of HBr, resulting it into the water molecule. So what will be your product? Your product will be brominated. Your bromine will be attached over there at the place of your OH. That is resultant over here, which is shown with the mechanism also. Also, it is going to take place with the hydrogen iodide. Again, you have to remember, OH will be going with the hydrogen, coming out as a water molecule, and at the place you will be having the iodide product as a result. Also, we have the reaction with phosphoric acids. Dear student, when we talk about the phosphoric acid, out of 5 X, what is X? Halogens. Out of 5 halogens, 1 halogen will be replaced by your OH group, and rest of them will be coming out as a byproduct. As you are able to see, let us take an example. Ethanol. Ethanol when reacting with PCl5, we are able to see ethyl chloride, PCl3 and HCl. These are the byproducts which we are gaining. Similarly, you can use the different materials. PBr3 you can go with the use. Also, you can use the phosphorus iodide. These are the materials which can be used over there. These are all the reactions which we are learning with the cleavage of CO bond cleavage. Initially, we have learned OH cleavage. So, we are learning with CO. As we say that it is CO, it will be positive, means it is electrophilic substitution reaction. When we take the cleavage with O, that is your nucleophilic substitution reactions. Next, we are able to have the reactions of thionyl chloride. Thionyl chloride in the presence of pyridine is able to give you the chlorinated product. As you are able to see, thionyl chloride में 2 chlorine है, 1 chlorine is attached with your that is alkyl group, and remaining is coming out as your SO2 plus HCl gas is coming out. Also, you are able to see that if we go with the reaction of concentrated sulfuric acid, here's with concentrated sulfuric acid, OH and H is going out, and you get alkyl hydrogen sulfate. As we have ethyl hydrogen sulfate in the case of ethyl alcohol. So this is what formed when you talk about the reaction of concentrated sulfuric acid. Next reaction with ammonia. Okay, in the case of ammonia, we are able to see NH3. Out of 3 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen is going to take out oxygen. Here it is shown wrong. You have to take OH. As we are having the cleavage between oxygen oxygen and carbon, OH will be going out along with the H, resulting into water molecule. So what will be joining? NH2 will be joining, and your name of the compound is ethylamine. It is known as ethylamine, which can also further, if you are taking 2 moles of ethanol, it will be diethylamine. If you take 3 moles of ethanol, you will be getting triethylamine and respective amount of the water molecule. Here we also have the dehydration. This with dehydration is also यहाँ पे अल्फा बीटा एलिमिनेशन भी कह सकते हैं, बिकॉज जिस कार्बन से OH जा रहा है उसके एडजेसेंट कार्बन से H जाएगा कंपल्सरी, एंड दैट इज रिजल्टिंग इनटू अल्कीन. सो हियरइन alcohols can easily be dehydrated to olefins at a higher temperature in the presence of acid. Let us see. Okay, here you are able to see actually the OH which is attached to the carbon, it is alpha not beta, and the hydrogen which is coming out, that is beta. So it is also called alpha beta elimination. So here as soon as the OH and H will be lost. Now see, initially what was happening? OH from one particular reagent and H from another reagent. What's coming out? Here what is happening? OH and H from the same particular molecule is coming out, and that is why we are gaining alkene. Alkenes over here. In order of decreasing acidity, the acids commonly used in the reactions are sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, carboxylic, dicarboxylic acid, and so on. The dehydration of the primary alcohols requires the higher temperature. So you are able to see, if you take ethyl alcohol, respective alkene will be obtained, that is known as a ethene. You can also call it ethylene. Next, if you treat your cyclohexanol with particular phosphoric acid, you can obtain cyclohexene as your product. That is simple alpha beta elimination. OH यहाँ से गया तो यहाँ पे जो कार्बन है उसका H चला जाएगा, which is resulting into double bond formation. Tertiary alcohol undergoes dehydration at much lower temperature, and here is what is happening. As you have the OH over here and 3 of the methyl group, any of the methyl group is going to lose the hydrogen, one hydrogen, and that is why it is going to come out as a 2-methyl propene. Here the order is given. Tertiary is more favorable than secondary, which is in turn more favorable than primary. Oxidation and dehydrogenations of the alcohol. Dear students, as you are able to see, there is carbon, oxygen and hydrogen on both the sides. They can go for the cleavage. आप यहाँ से हाइड्रोजन को निकाल दो, यहाँ से हाइड्रोजन को निकाल दो, which is going to come out as a carbonyl group. As we go for say oxidation and dehydrogenation, the cleavage is going to take place from both the sides. HCO वाला bond भी break होगा और OH वाला bond भी break होगा, which is going to come out as a carbonyl group. So dear students, this kind of the reactions are also taking place. This type of cleavage and the formation of the bonds occurs in oxidation and dehydrogenation reactions. You can also use the required material in order to have the cleavage. Okay, here some examples are given. Primary, secondary and tertiary. When they are treated with the chromium acid, chromium oxides. Chromium oxide is the presence of the acid. You are having the respective compounds. For example, ethanol is giving you ethanaldehyde, ethyl aldehyde also you can say. And further, it is on the oxidation giving you carboxylic acid. Similarly, when you take the secondary alcohol, as I told you, secondary alcohol always leads with ketone. Primary alcohol always leads with aldehyde. So orange solution turns to green, that is a ketone. And when you go for taking tertiary, yes, no reaction is going to take place. That is what you have to remember. Acidic or the basic aqueous potassium permanganate is often used to oxidize primary alcohols. Next, when we do with the oxidation, yes, oxidation के लिए कौन-कौन से materials याद रखने हैं? You can use chromic oxide. You can also use potassium permanganate because they are the oxidizing agent. So here we are taking the reaction with the KMnO4. So KMnO4 is an oxidizing agent. When you use the tertiary butyl alcohol, your compound is turning to isobutylene, that is 2-methyl 1-propane. Further oxidation leads to acetone, that is propanol, and further oxidation leads alkanoic acid. Primary alcohols are primarily oxidized to aldehyde by weak oxidizing agent, then pyridinium chlorochromate, that is very important, PCCl. ये कभी आपको एग्जाम में पूछ ले, that is what is PCC, तो आपको फुल फॉर्म देना है, that is pyridine chlorochromate, very important one. So in this case, when you are using the primary alcohol, your compound will be turning to aldehyde. When you take secondary alcohol, it will be converted into ketone. That is what you have to remember. Next, the reactions are shown over here. That is same reactions taking place in the presence of the copper. Dear students, here it is very important you have to see primary, secondary and tertiary. In the case of the same kind of the condition, here you are able to see copper in all the cases, temperature is also same. But when you go for taking primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, the compounds are acetaldehyde, acetone and isobutylene. That it means that your reaction product will be depending on the starting material. Also the condition is same over here. Some commercial importance of the alcohol that we will be discussing in our next video. But till now, all the reactions of the alcohols are over. After this particular what we can say uses, we will be starting with ethers and we will start with phenols. Thank you.